Good evening, it's Chilled Tuesday. It's a very chilled Tuesday today as well. Very, very, very chilled. And I'm back in Valheim. I've not done a stream announce. I have the roller coaster finished. If you want to see what it finally looks like, that's the coaster. With all its stickers on and everything, and it fully works now, and we know what it says. It's fishes, fishes, where are you? Can you show me where they are? So if that's not annoying enough, I don't know what is. But that was bought for me by Jonathan Raymaker. And it's very me. It's not overly loud, thankfully. I'd have to hold it right up to the mic for you to hear it. But anyway, because it's a shorter stream tonight, I'm going to get straight in and I'm going to get back into Valheim and show you what I've done, because I've done a lot of building. I've done a lot in the day I didn't stream last night. When I didn't stream, my nose has started running for some reason. When I didn't stream, I've built. So here we go. So remember I said I was going to convert the old lighthouse into something. So I've started converting it into a bedroom. And I'm going to basically put all the furniture in there. We've got two beds. We've got basically two bed positions. And then the other thing I was going to do is just put like a small table and a couple of chairs here to look out at the sea. And I do like the little bench. Yep, I'm back on John's server. I do like the little bench. And what I will do is on there is I will put a couple of meads. Ah, that's the one that doesn't appear. So this is the old tower. This was what was going to be the lighthouse, and then I decided against it. But we've got a round tower. Got some interesting flooring details going on as well. So we've got this bedroom here which needs finishing. That's the lighthouse that I finished on Sunday, Shiny Sunday. I ain't got latex on Mikey, and chill your tits down please. So that's the lighthouse. And what else I've built? Well, so what I'm intending to do, this is the next level down, so this is like the living level. I have actually set this up as a bedroom as well. So there's a bedroom in the tower. And then what I've done is, I think you saw those. So we've got the herbalist, we've got the little hut, and we've got the knackered drum pub. So we've got an inn. Bearing in mind this is supposed to be a pirate village. And this is what I've done. I've built all these walls. And all these steps that go down here. And that's one room. So there's lots and lots of rooms, because the idea is it's pirates, and basically the story behind this construction is that the pirates have taken over an existing castle or an existing base and basically built into it. So there's a house that they built into what possibly was a tunnel in the rock, and this is the ground floor. You notice I've not built much on the ground floor because the waves in a storm can get up and occasionally flick through there. So that's the other room. So I built all these. I built a dock. I was just building the walls, and then I was going to possibly highlight a tunnel through there. So you go through a tunnel and then you can go to the next part. A bit like I did up here. So there's a tunnel through up there. Just here. So where you go through a tunnel. It's looking suitably piratey. I'm thinking sort of Cornish village. This is the top of the tower. That's the end of it. So there's a few round structures as well. I'm very dark. Oh, let me see what lights I can put on to light me up a bit more. What's not too scary? I think they're working. If I can get the remote to hit them. Yeah, I need to adjust my lights because I think they're a bit. Let me just adjust my lights. Let me just adjust my lights. Hey, if I put that one up, does that one helped? I've got all these bloody lights, and then I've got my balls as well. I can put one of those above as well. There we go. Yeah, I've got all these ones here, but I find them even on the lowest level. I find them very intense. That's the lowest level. But they're really intense in your face. It's what I used to use, but I'm finding they were just a bit, yeah, they're a bit too much. Doesn't help that the area I'm building in is quite dark, so there's very little light from the screen either. So yeah, what I'm planning on doing, is I'm going to knock a tunnel through here. Because I need to do something anyway with that. So yeah, what I've got at the moment is those which need like folding in. Just so they don't interfere with the house, as if there used to be a tunnel there. And then what I thought is, if I do the same at this side and fold them into the same angle, just check which angle they are. They are 2 in. 1, 2, so they're that angle. Let's ping in. So this is basically the inside at the moment. And the idea will be it will give me access to more room. I don't know if this is going to be finished for the judging, but I can but try. So I can now create a deck. If I put a deck in, made out of, no, not out of that, made out of these big stones, because they will sit, if I remember right, they will sit quite well on top of the, yes, beautiful. I do, and I'm going to find out in a week's time. When suddenly we're having to hunt down all the resources. But I don't know if we're going to have the same thing goes off again where I do the building and everybody else goes and hunts stuff or what. I don't know. I might join you and hunt stuff. So yeah, what I'm thinking is, because I've got this natural cave tech, I've got this sort of cave wall feeling here. So what I'm thinking is, if I can utilise that, so it would be like that. It's Noman Looney Loons. Of course it's Noman Looney Loons. You come to a channel called Noman Looney, and what do you expect to see? Would you expect to see Villinovic? Think not. Talk sense, man. And how are you doing? And have you eaten? And are you using me as a means to eat? And are you preparing food? And have you seen Techspert's latest video? There's a YouTube channel called Techspert, and he reviews this machine thing, robot cook thing. That, but to be perfectly honest, looks shite. But that's my opinion. So I've got to then try and create it like a cave or a passage. So I might have it widen out slightly as you go in. I mean, that'd be the correct way to do it. But part of me wants it to do that. Do you know the really funny thing is? The material I'm building with now, the black marble. Do you remember just how many resources it actually takes to make a section? It's like crazy building material. Well, I thought it. Trying to get medicine. Oh, what you got now? Please tell me it's not a tooth abscess. Because I've already been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Oh, antihistamine. They're not too difficult to get in UK, but I mean, obviously, UK is not every other country. We can get a lot of over-the-counter antihistamines, including now fexofenadine. Oh, as in supply chain issues, right? So that is the idea I was going for. So we can go through. We've got like a cave that we can go in through. So that would go that way. So it's like pirates' tunnels, basically. Which, if you've ever been to the Isle of Wight and gone to somewhere like Blackgang Chine, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. Online Mass Effecting? No, I ain't actually. I'm currently, as you know, trying to balance 35 games at once. I actually went into Animal Crossing yesterday. My animals told me off for neglecting them. They said, "We thought you'd forgotten about us, loons. Don't forget your animals." So yeah, the other problem I've got is I don't think I'd got that grounded. No, I haven't. I need to go down and make sure that's actually grounded at the very bottom. It's not. We've got a yellow look, and I don't think I can actually get. I don't think I can even reach in there, because you can't build while you're swimming. Is that grounded? Did I actually get that then? We'll soon see. I think I got that. It's alright, I've got a firmware update tool running on my computer. It's just decided to do a firmware update. Please ensure the keyboard is attached securely to the lower display. I can't. You're going to have to wait. I can't even see which window it is. Let's see if I can send it to back. I can't even send it to bloody back. Don't you hate it when things like this happen? Your keyboard firmware is going to update. So that... Yeah, I think that is definitely grounded. Right, that's just popped off. Just hope it doesn't suddenly decide to reboot my computer midstream, because that would be hissing annoying. Or as we know it, Windows. Daft question, Big, though. Would you fancy doing a barotrauma round again? Because I did enjoy barotrauma, and it was my first attempt at proper attempt at streaming, really. Ah, that's good to know. I would be totally up for barotrauma again. Perhaps as a little thing on run up to Christmas, we have a barotrauma round, and see if we can get a. I mean, I don't know whether we get any of the old guys back in again, but it were brilliant. Do you like harpoons, Vic? I'm just checking out. Yeah, I'm doing tower right. That's it. So tower goes into there. I don't need to do loads on tower. Yeah. You want enough calamari out there to feed it, feed a nation, do you then? Well, what you need is somebody with a husk infection, because I'd be totally up for going husk again. I saw somebody were playing barotrauma the other day, and I thought, yeah, that was an enjoyable game. I wouldn't want to play it single player. I didn't think it were very good single player, but I thought as a multiplayer online game it was fantastic. So that's giving me like a tunnel. Yeah, it does. Um, well, I mean, the ones I've done. I mean, Minecraft sort of died a death a bit, unfortunately, because Mushti got ill and then we sort of forgot about it. So I can always drag Minecraft back, but I know it's much of a muchness for a lot of people, Minecraft. And people don't enjoy watching it as much as some of the other games I play. I mean, especially, this seems to be one of the favourites that people enjoy me watching. And I'm doing my builds, which I'm just trying to do now. I'm just putting those up to give it a bit of extra support. So this needs a bit of light under here, so I'm going to go with the lanterns. I might be able to put... Just wondering if I can put a lantern. If I put it in the wall, it'll come out of the ceiling. If I put it like so, and then put the block in, it'll look like it's coming out of the ceiling like that. That's cool. I like that. I like that. I like that very much. So then I'd need to kick that wall out because I basically need to disguise that. So that would disguise that. So that's made it a little bit less visible. Because I need them to be craggy so you can't quite see through. I could also put some like little hideouts in here. Or it's like a little storage. Hang on, it's that way forward, isn't it? Well, I think this is another epic one, and it's random, this one as well. I'm building. There's very little planning going into it. I'll put the coins into the wall there. Not having the no, I'm not having them. They're too organised. Won't let me put them in. Let's put a trap in amongst it as well. They'll not spring it. So the idea would be, that's the corner of the tower, so we'd want another platform again. I'm going to see if I can take that all the way across the bay. Now the only thing is, I don't know what the depth of the water is here. I don't know if I can reach the bottom easily. Oh, we're getting red. I'm getting red. Getting redder. Getting redder. Getting redder. Getting too red. Getting too red. Getting red, 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 red. Oh, piss off, yo! There we go. I've done it. I've spanned it. I'm at work early tomorrow, so I'm not going to be hanging around today either. So yeah, the problem I've got is if you look there how far the water is down. I mean, we're a long way down. We're a long way down. So it's basically trying to get a case of trying to get any stanchions I can in that touch the bed. Any support I can get in. Right, anything else is too far. Let's see if I can do that and not fall in. Yeah, it's not quite. However, that's in the bed. So this is all adding to the strength of it, because the idea is I'm going to try and curve this wall around here and close this bay off. Make it very Cornish. I need to walk across really, and then I can put a bridge over. So at least now I know I've got right there. Concrete a bit more of the floor. Right, I can take those down. Can I get that one into a bed? Possibly not. I think that's a bit deep. I could do with the ability to build whilst underwater. I'll put that though. Has that touched ground? No, it's not. There is another way. Because believe it or not, horizontal is just as strong. So if I can just get it to touch there, I've given it some support. Yeah, the same number of pieces applies horizontally or vertically with this metal. 4 AM's not a time to be getting up. Right, so now I've got that in. Should have enough support that I can put these in. Put the grousting in. But we shall see if it starts collapsing. God, it'd be so much easier in God mode with fly. And all my angles as well. All my different angles of positioning. Right, that's both my hammers broke. Let's go and repair them. Can't remember where my nearest repair station is actually. I'll have to go to this one in here. Perhaps I'll just put one down there. Although to get out I can just go over here. Because that's this edge here. It's this edge. Now the idea is I'm going to have some houses that are hung over the edge as well. So what they'll do is they'll be like perched and supported. But yeah, there's a bit of engineering still to do. There needs to be like houses just clustered everywhere where people have just built bothies and, as I say, it's supposed to be pirates. It's as if they've hijacked somebody else's castle and then just made it theirs. Right, that's the wall I've just done. Do need to go around the front and finish that though. It's a bloody good job they don't hurt you. Bloody good job stuff's passive, innit? You can attack it though. If you attack it, it will attack back. You see, the other thing is that's made a really nice cave through there. And that's the other bit I'm wanting to try and exploit. Well, it's back in water now, so don't really care about it. The problem is if I attack it, because it's only a seeker, but if I attack it, it's going to attack me. And there's lots of them, to be fair. I mean, for God's sake, you're in Mistlands, there's seekers. Yeah, it's not that I have no energy. I mean, I can eat. So what I could do. Is go into here, put a table down, or 2 tables down. I get through that. Put a couple of tables down. Go to my food hammer. And then I could, theoretically, put an Ashland's bowl down. That one down. And then that one. And that's my three highest. All the sausages. I'll eat sausages like a German. Do you eat many sausages, Vic? Are you still around? Or have you gone? Are you a big eater of sausage? Got toad in the hole for tea. That's sausages in. Go reversed. Oh, that can overlap slightly. And that would get me all the way to the cave. But obviously I need to close that in. So the only bit I've got that really I can close that in with is these sort of overhangs here. Which I'd have to snap into the... I'd have to like stack them like that. And then that could make a closing in structure. Like that. Which makes it look quite like a cave. So that's the idea I'd like it to be, is like, it's like it's a cave to get in there, into the back. You see this there, you can't stay on the... Oh, what's that hitting? Don't know. So let me strengthen all this up. Let's strengthen that up all. Right. Right, so I need to create a curve now, because I'm not the sort of person who builds in straight lines. So if I create a curve from there, three, three. I'll do it that way. That'll give me a decent, strong structure. And don't worry, I'm not worried about the position of these, I just want them to be underneath. So we'll have that to walk on. Take that over to the other side. So we've got 3, 1, 2, we're there. So what I will do now is I will create a stepped effect. You'll get it when I do it. You'll see what I mean. I need to create a stepped effect using these. Because if you notice, those disappear underneath. So the way you raise them up, usually, you use one of those like that. And if you put the right snap position on, sometimes you can do a position like that. That's slightly higher. So let me now position that. Thank you. I'm so glad you did that. So this will be the top of the harbour wall. Is that a bit early to track over? Or are they still on? So that's the top of the harbour wall. And then the back of the harbour wall. Check that's not coming through the front. So yeah, if you notice, the metal beam is coming through the front, which would mean I would need to move that forward. I think if I move that forward, I think that piece is going to collapse. Let's see. Yeah, so that one's floating, look. I need to... So from there onwards, it's pretty much alright. Not in the water. Now, the only bit I've got is, the only problem I've got here, I think that's okay, but they're now a bit too big. So a few of those are just going to have to be the little blocks. I think from there onwards, I think we're fine. One's good. That one does poke through. Just put a bit more reinforcement in. I don't know if it needs it. I don't know if I'm just being overly paranoid here. But I'm going to be building a lot on here. So I need this platform to have some... and that gives me a nice view of the lighthouse. So that's the tower. That's the castle wall. And then this is like the harbour. That one's through as well. So the castle would be this one. So let's take that tunnel to this one. Again. Just filthy with you guys, isn't it? I know. I provide you with the facilities, I provide the slaps, I record the slaps. You guys just use them. I just need to align that up. There. Does that work or does that pop through? That pops through, you bloody bastard. Try it from the other way.
Happy, happy pancake day, pancake day, pancake day. Happy, happy pancake day by Jiff Lemon.
That don't go. That needs to be lower. Going to be quite a low arch, that one. Ceiling in here is only low. Right, let's turn the passage. So that'll be the harbour. So fill those in now. There's one position exactly where it works, these. They're absolutely paying for it. Is it that one? No, that's too far in. I think the arch might be in the wrong place, actually. Yeah, the arch is in the wrong place. Yeah, it's too far back. That's the arch in the right place. So they should now snap into position correctly. Like so. Yep, like that. So that's the arch into there, which you have to be in the middle of. Right, let me put another strengthening beam in. Because I'm going to put buildings in front of there, so you're not going to see the plainness of this wall. Now, next time we do one of these building competitions, I'm going to tell Raymaker, please, no bloody Mistlands. It's so tiring on the eyes. It's ridiculously tiring to constantly keep looking at Mistlands. Even when you light it up beautifully, it's like still dark. Even when you're doing all this, it's still crazy dark. Plains is my favourite to build in. Because it's just bright. Plains is just lovely and bright. Yeah, I don't mind mountains. I don't like mountains where you get white out though. That's tiring on the eyes as well. I'm getting a feeling I could do a street up here and put some bit of building into there. I've got another 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be finished off stream. Because obviously we're starting our own Valheim next weekend. So I'm going to have to finish this off stream. So there we go, that was Seeker. I forgot how strong this character is, to be honest. Where's y'all? I just saw fire. If stuff's attacking me, I'm gonna have to leave the server. I can't stay around if there's stuff attacking me. Yeah, I just saw fire then. Saw the back of this one on fire. And if there's a Jarl, there was a Jarl doing the rounds actually around here. There's a Jarl up there somewhere. It's there, look. Sunday. I'm kicking ours off. So I know I said I'd start it on the 1st, but just because of the way streams line up, I'm going to start it Sunday. So the first 2 streams, so Sunday and next Tuesday, will be 4th Age streams. I'm calling it the 4th Age of Valheim. If we can get anybody in, anyone who wants to be in at the beginning, and let them know. All those seeker bits. I'm going to put those like so. And I'll show you what I'll do now. Once it's... Oh. Clappy clap clap. Right, let me try this. Because I've done this before. Right, they are not going to stay if I do them like that. However, if I do them like that, they will. That one's falling. So that is staying. And that's hiding the edge of the harbour wall as well. I don't know why that one's not snapping into position though. Do you know, Vic? I'm sure Vic would like to do that in real life. Would you, Vic? Would you? Would you give me a damn fine thwacking in real life? It's something you do. The world needs to know, of course. Yeah, of course you are. I need to create a piece across there, because the idea of this is then he's got a horn. The idea of that is that I then do this. Which allows me to walk along the front of there on a ledge. Gain a few reds here. Not bad, so this entire structure is pretty much floating on posts. Ross could use his good thwacking. Yeah. Ross looks terrible in leather trousers as well. That episode with the one with the leather trousers, it's just like, oh my god, they're just, the fit is awful. I mean, I'm normally all for people who want to wear leather jeans, but oh god, not him. Right. Well, the idea is, I'm going to see if I can take this corner around here. Not like that. Like that. There we go. That now looks like a harbour wall. So let's go and put some block work underneath it, which does mean building a set of steps down and a path a few blocks away. How deep that water is. Actually, let's build a structure, because I'm fed up of building bloody walls. Let's put a structure on end here. So I'll use that as my index for the flooring. Just put a beam in. I'm going to go full width of this end here. And probably make it a bit deeper, because I've got to get stairs in as well. Ah, see you later. I'm sure we will. Now, because we're talking pirates here, they'd steal all the land they could. So we can have that bit there as well. That's as far as we can go up. And then what we'd do is we'd have some braces going into the stone here. Like that. And that'll have a really good view. See, I know I started that as a bar, but it doesn't have to be. This could be the bar. I could create a really nice view at this end. Well, the only thing is it's 5 across, not 6. So I'd really need to make it 6 across. Make it a good shape. Oh, broke my hammer. I'm gonna do that. That gives it contact with the base. That makes it 6 across as well. Let's put some beams inside those for strength and stuff. Hang on, I didn't need to put that in there, did I? Because that's gone underneath. Yeah, that's gone out underneath. I need it to go angled. Like that. So it's pinned in, but it doesn't Did you upgrade the hammer? Multiple times and I keep losing them. So I'm just using level 1 hammers. Because I'm feral. So we've not got a great deal of height at that side before that starts scooping in and taking height away. So that's the end of that one. So if I want to put a second story in, it's going to be a lot smaller. It's going to have that intruding into it. So I'd have to sort of do that for a second story. Which would give me that sort of arrangement with this all being open at this corner. Visibility to the tower. Which would give me that sort of thing going off. Nope, I don't know where that just went. So that would give me that sort of layout. And then I could have an overhang upstairs. Provided I put reinforcements in all those, obviously. If I put an overhang upstairs. Which can then be carried by one of those on this end. And then the door would be in the middle of that wall. So I need to get rid of that. Plop that in its way. Some steps to get in. Now I'm wanting four windows. I'll make it bigger. Take it all the way out like that. Shuffle that. So there's not really an exact centre, however. Put me door there. Hello, Siggy. Nice to see you. Are you still at work? Is your working schedule currently keeping you at work? Remember, the new server starts this weekend. If you want in. I believe we have Mushstick coming in. We may even have Badvok. So if I put those in, it makes it look like it's propped up. Right. So for a bay window, there's a couple of formats I can take. There's a 3 and a 5. Let's try the 3 first. So the 3 is basically 1, 2, 3, which then puts you slightly offset at the end here. You know, so you end up with a gap. So what you do is you use the end wood to fill the gap. How's life with you then at the moment? I know we don't see as much of you at the moment, but I'm still keeping an eye on your photos though, as you're posting them on FL and that. And Insta. I'm trying to wear more latex myself, but it's always difficult when it's so hot. It's got hot again today. We weren't going to be hot today. Thought, oh, can I wear latex tonight? Yeah, I can't, bollocks. I can't put that one in. That's gone out of alignment. So that'll be the bay. That'll be the structure with the bays. And what I could do to balance it up. Put a window at each end like that. I don't think I can use that as a nut snapping piece now, can I? Yeah, just been on about, by the way, we're on about playing Barotrauma again. I've just been on about it with Ake. Having a play through Barotrauma. That one, if you remember, that one of the first games I started streaming. And Vic was the captain, and I was the doctor. So that is looking. That is looking really cool. I'll put that to there. That to there. Like that. Alright. Oh, cheers. Well, it's competition build, isn't it? So, got to be good. Did you see the completed lighthouse, by the way? Over there. It's the lighthouse I built. Oh no! Yeah, yeah, it's Jonathan Raymaker's server. So it's a competition. It's build a lighthouse and a village. If I get up now and put the roof on, if I do that, put the roof on. At least I'll be dry when I'm building. I don't know. You've not seen Astrid's builds. Astrid and me are both we're both builders of a very high caliber. We'll both have us definite styles. I mean, I'm a bit hobbled because I'm building using vanilla. I've got no mod tools or anything here. So everything I'm building, I'm properly building. Right, let's get some steps to go there. I'll get a roof on it. So I'm going to do the same again here. I'm going to overlap the roof again. So I might do the false floor thing on this just to get rid of those, because I do love the things below, but the false floors look a lot better. One more, yeah. I can start building a roof. And then for my roof, I'm going to do the my usual way of building, which is I put a beam on top. And then because I want all the overhangs, what I then do is put one set steps up. So I need to be able to see over the top of that. Some steps up. And on top of that, I am very worried by the red in that. But once you've got that in, you can actually stand on those. You need one to shuffle it halfway further forward. And that allows you to get the overlap like that. I'm going to go with 2 at the lower pitch, and then the rest at the higher pitch. I think that's going to start collapsing. That's the only thing. put some support in that. And then the same on this side. Yeah, thanks for popping in though. Always nice to see you. Right, so this half of the roof is probably going to get a bit of strength actually, because it's going to crop into the. So basically we need an edge. So once we've got an edge, so we can then pop the piece on to shift it forward. Might just do that actually, because that's in the rock, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's. Obviously put right piece on that. Right, so same at this side, 2 at the lower pitch. And then it'll probably just be an apex V at the higher pitch. Like that. This is an apex V at the higher pitch, it's like that. So what's that one going to do? No, it's going to be a top. Please that then. Just looks neater. Right, let's finish that. Still a brain floating around over there, look. Always good to close a roof upon a building, don't you think? Suddenly you're building in a collapsing roof. Right, that should strengthen it up, just putting it into that, because that is fairly solidly locked. So that should hopefully increase that. So those are red. There's a way. There's a very good way of doing it. This will strengthen the entire roof. And then encapsulate that in a log. Also gives me something to hang a torch off. that will now give me a much higher strength at the top there. Going to be a half. So that should now radiate. There we go. Look at how that's radiating out. Still a bit weak at that side. Now the only reason it's a bit weak at that side is because I've not really put any reinforcements up there. And now falling in water. Isn't that great? Can I get out of here actually? Up the vale. It would be lovely to build it all the way up here, but I don't think I can. Oh, thank God for that. Thunderstorm stopped, and it's also daylight. Put one of them there, because I noticed we're a bit misty. Clear some more mist. Stay up, shall. Somebody's setting fireworks off. I wonder what the event for that is. It's certainly a bonfire night. Right, that's now sheltered. Which means I can now put myself in. Workbench. Repair my stuff. Guessing there's like a birthday or something. Right, let's put an end on it. Oh, with strength as well. Right, mend everything. Because it got wet, didn't it? And then I think the other building can be on this corner here. So the street's more at an angle rather than going down. Preserve the view. So that's the basic structure of that one. Obviously needs the fineries. The stairs I think could go up in this corner here. Right, so the only bit I've got to preserve is the cave. I need to make the cave inside here, so I think that's going to be fine. Now, what boat will fit in here? We'd be looking for stone steps. Oh, look, a hacker. Yeah, we'll not be having any of that. Yeah, because I'm really going to do there. So that covers all that in. Fills all that. I don't need to fill it all because some of it's only going to be cave. So let's complete the cave. And the law. I wish I could build with rocks, to be honest. Well, that's how the cave will go. Which brings you into it, yeah. Get that into the rock and use the rock naturally. It's an ending. And then I would need to make a roof of it. Could go something like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Third level again. I might have to put some shrubbery and hedging in here actually. Well, that's going to have to go with the top like that. But that's starting to look quite cavey. Cavey? Need to like put a piece in like that. No, that's not right. It's not right. I need the same one again. I need to curve it round. Right, there we go. So that's got a cave that just needs a roof on it. And possibly some columns. let's just check that works. I need another set of steps. Let's check they stay on. I think they're going to collapse. Yep, I was right. Right. No, they're going to have the same problem again here. They're going to collapse. I think that's near. No, I don't think it were. However, I know they're going to rust, but they only ever go to 50%. I think that might do it. Right, the next angle. Right, so we're in the water now. They'll collapse in. If I can get out of the water, I'll do that later. I'm boring you. But the cave will need to be lit with torches, of course. And we can put plenty of stuff in here. Some traps. A ballista in that corner. Can put a couple of siege machines if they'll fit. Don't know if they'll fit. No, they won't. Little trolley will. Nice thing with the little trolley is I can go to that, drop this stone in. Just put some chests in it. I am actually flagging here. My eyes are quite dry actually. I think I'm going to have to call it a night. I've been gaming a lot over the last few days and it's been showing. I don't know how these people can do these mega sessions of Meg. I don't know how I can do it. However, that's looking good. So yeah, I'm going to call it a night and I will see you on Sunday. I'll let you know details before we start, and we will start at 6 o'clock, and it will be the third age of Valheim. So I shall see you on Sunday. Good night.